Yeah.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
We made it.
All right, man. So I don't know where to look. Where are we looking?
You can look in that one over there.
So today we're filming a pod. I got my guy Ethan here, my Panama
Yo,
City
yo.
goat. If y'all don't know, he does run the scene out here when it comes to real estate videography. You want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Ethan Hamilton. I run Madhouse Media, full service real estate media company here in PCB. Cover just about the whole panhandle here in Florida, doing anything from, listing photos, listing videos to agent branded content and kind of everything real estate related, honestly.
For real, for real. But yeah, so he's the go-to guy out here. He kind of is the one that got me into doing like real estate, videography, photography. We met actually, it's funny, we met
Yeah,
almost, what, 6 months ago?
something like that.
6 months ago, and we've been boys ever since. Just because I feel like the mindset stuff is like huge. I
Right.
feel like we're very similar when it comes to our mindset, when it comes to just being like-minded, when it comes to the camera, going out, getting clients, the whole process of just trying to make money online,
Right.
and especially doing it with the camera. But a little backstory about me, because if you guys are watching this, my name is Sean. I run a media agency out in Tampa. So I'm out here for the weekend. We are doing a couple shoots. We're doing some content, but I really do the same thing, real estate. I do work with different small businesses and things like that. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Um, what we want to start out with? I guess we'll start out with like kind of tell me about like what got you into videography, what makes you want to keep doing it. Just give a little backstory about that.
Yeah, dude. So how I got into videography is probably like a lot of other people, I guess. I got into it a lot later than most people, I would think. I got into it probably about 4 years ago now, and it all started from this guy on Instagram watching his videos. His name
Who?
is Zach Shy or Shy Guy,
I don't know about
and
him.
he's like a really like creative like genius when it comes to like anything like videography, and like makes these like insane like cinematic videos on Instagram, like a minute 30, and it's just like real movie. Like he's off like doing short films and like producing movies now, but he got me into it, and I went into his link tree one day and in his bio, and it had his whole gear list, and I just bought the whole gear list. It
You
was
bought everything?
FX30. It was a Sigma lens, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna start making like creative content. And then from there, I started just making a bunch of random things, mainly like creative stuff. And then from there, I was like, all right, this is fun, but I'm not making any money. So
That's how it is,
I
I
went from
swear.
there to doing weddings on the side. I still had a full time job at the time, and I was just doing like occasional weddings, restaurants. Like I feel like the normal things that people run through, like tent shops, all of that, and did that for a little while, and then it kind of fell off to the side, and just kind of focused on my job for about a year, and then started to get the creative juices flowing a little bit more, and really wanted to start working with cameras a lot more. And I was kind of in the transition of moving from North Carolina to Florida at the same time, and I was like, all right, cool. How can I kind of start new in Florida, but also like make money with my camera? And I was
Facts.
like, got here, did some odd and stuff like with tent shops around here, um, paint shops, and then restaurants, and kind of couldn't really find any of the balance in any of
Yeah.
that. So I came honestly across Instagram again, and there was these guys talking about real estate media, and I hadn't really ever heard of it. Or I mean, obviously I knew there's real estate media
Yeah.
and like agents and people need media for real estate, but it hadn't even ever crossed my mind. So I just started deep diving, like doing a huge deep dive into YouTube of what is real estate media, and like how can I get into it. I first started off like mainly photos. Like I was seeing this one guy, Eli Jones, I think his name
Yeah.
is, and he's like huge. He's like the biggest guy for real estate photos. Everybody know him if you know anything about real estate photos. And I started binge watching his videos. He was like yeah, it's so easy. You make 10K a month, whatever. I was like,
Facts.
all right, whatever. So I downloaded all his free PDFs of like composition, how you go get clients. Did that for a little while and got a little bit of success through there. And then started binge watching more and more videos about real estate media and just everything in the space, how to land more clients, and
Yeah.
still working like a part-time job at the time. Moved on from kind of photos and started doing like more video work, and then eventually combined the both. But in a nutshell, basically just started cold calling people and like just
The
started
cold
trying to
call
get,
method.
yeah, just started cold calling, started reaching out, trying to get plugged into like all the local events. And this knowledge is just from like YouTube videos and like Instagram. And eventually I go on to take a course, which helped me a lot too. But yeah, dude, that's kind of my story on videography and how kind of I ended up in real estate media for the most part.
I feel like everyone that does like videos have like the same story, especially if you want like the agency kind of
Right.
lifestyle, because like yours was like me, I watched like Cam and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah.
videos. So like I got into like the dang
That was the
like
dude
car
that
dealerships.
honestly, that was the transition from like the creative thing I was talking about to the like business
Yeah,
side of it
exactly.
was
Yeah,
Cam's videos of like his
exactly.
first one. It was like the one that popped off the
Yeah,
most, I think, for him. Like,
30 days.
yeah,
Yeah,
100, 0 to 100K in
yeah,
30
exactly,
days.
in 30
I watched
days.
that. I was like, I walked in the dealership. I kid you not, like 2 days later,
Yeah, bro,
I
I
just started
swear.
walking in dealerships. I was
I
like,
swear.
yeah,
Like
dude.
that's how I was. I literally, cause like I like mine is like a little different, cause I played basketball, so like the easiest thing was like sports. So
Right.
I wanted to be like the dang Jake Fishers, the
Right.
dang going to basketball games and football and working with athletes. But then I finally was like, I don't really like, I want to have my own lane with it, because I feel like
Sure.
when you're recording someone else that's like an athlete or like someone famous, it's like you're not, when someone sees that video, they don't think like, oh, like your work is good. They think like, oh, the athlete's cool. Like that's
Yeah.
like a cool video for the athlete. So I was like, I want to do my own lane. So it was like the same thing. I saw Cam's videos, and like I'm pretty sure like within like a month or two, I got the course for
Yeah.
like Cam stuff. And that's kind of when I started going to the dealerships, the coffee shops,
Yeah,
and
bro.
then doing stuff. And I was doing that literally until like I met you. But I realized like the real estate is just so much more consistent, because like you're always getting houses on listings, they're getting sold, they're going up. So like everyone always needs like real estate content. So I
I
think
feel
that's
like
like,
real estate media, like that niche is like honestly, like everybody always says this about whatever they're working on, of course, but it's like honestly, like not a lot of like media agencies involved in real estate, like compared to like a freelance videographer or
yeah,
someone who specializes in, weddings or something like that. Like real estate, I feel like, yeah, it's a bunch of people who do it, but like not really at the same
yeah.
time. Like,
Like for me personally, I like doing real estate just because it's like simple, it's easy, it's quick. It's like you already know the same thing. Like most of the time, like you have your like in your mind, you have your playbook. It's like the
right,
same thing. Like you go there, okay, I'm gonna shoot the talking head, I'm gonna do the B-roll, I'm gonna get the photos, and I'm out. Like
right,
it's like kind of quick.
right.
But like I feel like also like I do like working with other like businesses too as well. Just 'cause I like being a little diverse. Like niching down is super good because like you're the top person in that space. But like also like I still have clients that I work with from like when I first started, like with the car dealerships, for example, or I have like the business owners. And I feel like those clients are like on the other end, it's like it's low key fun working with someone that's like kind of need it more.
Right,
They need like these small businesses like need the content, but it's just like hard charging like the prices that you
right.
want.
Yeah.
It's like a
Those
mix.
those little breakouts are fun too, like for being creative as well.
Exactly.
Because real estate can be like a little mundane sometimes as far as like doing listing photos, listing videos, like it can get a little bit redundant or like repetitive in a sense. So it is fun to like break away and do it. And you can even do that with real estate too. I mean, like there's a lot of fun creative things you can do with real estate
Exactly.
media. Like just even like listing videos, like people are making like full on Netflix style movies for listings now. And you also have like branded content with agents that
Facts.
like are
It's like
movie style almost.
it's always about being creative. I feel like being creative is like the best thing, but like like how do you feel about like being creative compared to like like following kind of what works?
Yeah. Do
It's
you
like a
mean like in
mix,
like a following what works like in like a business sense or like a
like a
algorithm
like
sense?
an algorithm sense.
I think it's a line we all like kind of gotta walk a little
Yeah,
bit,
is that it's like
even though like I mean, because we have clients who want certain things and like
bro, I
we
had
might
a
not agree with them, but
is
we can voice our
yeah, nah,
opinion
for
at
sure. Like
least.
I had a lady that was like, "Oh, I want this video." It's like, bro, I'm gonna give you that video, but it's like
It's
some of the
not.
videos that they be asking for be like like kind
Yeah.
of whack.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think made you go from like, okay, it's just a business, like it's just something like, oh, I'm trying to do on the side, to like, oh, I'm like wait, this is something I can like really scale. Cause like the thing about me is I always felt like I needed something that like there was no cap. Like
Yeah.
with the real estate, with the videography, it's like, bro, as hard as we work, it's gonna be like as hard as like this thing could go. Cause like it can grow to where you have a team of 10 people, you have a team of 20. It's, you have, okay, you're not even doing anything. You're just hopping on the sales calls because they know Madhouse Media, they know your face. So like, what do you feel like was like that switch from like, okay, I'm just like, it's like I'm having fun with the camera. I'm getting
Yeah.
like clients here and there. It's like, okay, shoot, like,
Honestly, probably just getting like cl- clients. Like I was kind of like on the line of like, all right, it's always been like the goal to go like full time,
yeah,
and I had the privilege of doing that like 3 or 4 months ago, and it's honestly just kind of like a business mind thing, I guess. I don't know, like I've always kind of enjoyed doing my own thing, being independent
yeah.
from like a company. Like I've worked with a couple companies in the past, and I've enjoyed it a
For
lot, but like it's
like
like
videography.
not necessarily videography, but like more tech face
Yeah,
business software companies and stuff
yeah,
like that. And I enjoyed it, but it was like I'm capped at this amount no matter how hard I work.
but
And then it's kind of like what you
the
said. It's
little
like
bonus don't
it's
really
no
hit.
room to like you're always at a ceiling, it feels
Yeah,
like, and they're controlling the ceiling,
yeah,
which is like I respect that because I'm gonna have to do that in my business for my employees as well.
yeah,
But it's like that's not what I want to do. So I think just always having that mindset, and then like getting to a point where I'm so overloaded with new clients coming in, it's
yeah.
like it doesn't make sense. Like I'm making more money from this on the side than I am with
Exactly.
my full-time job. So it's
Nah,
like
for sure.
that's kind of the turnover.
For sure. Cause with me, I was like, I was blessed enough to like, when I made my mind, I was like, freak it. Like I'm a, like
That
this is
too, I've
only,
tried to like change the mindset of like I'm either all in or I'm all out. And
yeah,
like that's such a like blessing honestly because it's
exactly.
like okay, this either has to work or it doesn't. Like it's
That's what I'm
no like
saying.
maybe like if it works out cuz then it's not like you're not putting 100% into it.
Exactly. It's like the thing. It's like you have 100%. Like you're gonna be 100% successful if you never stop.
Right.
Like, and I like when I first like started, cause like you know Zoe, and if y'all don't know, it's like it's one of my boys that lives in Tampa. And he does like videography too, and he's working at like UT baseball. But we were working at the gym, and I was like literally sitting there like I would be at home like watching those YouTube videos, and I would come into work and I'm like sitting there like just writing out like, okay, this is what I'm
Right.
gonna do. I'm gonna cold call. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
make these many calls. I'm gonna have to go out and I'll have to shoot a video. And like obviously it wasn't like, I feel like it took, people think it's a lot like it's not as easy as it thinks, but it as you think, but it's like it's easy in a sense of like you just have to like put in the hours.
It's very what I heard someone say a while ago. It's very simple, but it's not easy. There's a big
Yeah,
difference of something being simple and being easy. Like it's simple to
exactly.
make cold calls, simple to go do outreach, but it's not easy to do it every day, and it's not easy
Exactly.
to
Nah, for sure.
close everybody as well.
Exactly. And like for me, like I knew, so I worked in a sales job, so I knew the whole like I knew the whole blueprint. Like it was
Right.
like you didn't the leads is all, it's like okay, who's getting the hot leads? The hot leads, because I worked in a gym, so like every morning you could see like who like signed up online but didn't like go through with the transaction. So those would be like the hot leads. So it'd be like the leads, and then it's like getting those appointments booked, getting them in the door to the gym. And it's like the same thing with like the content agency. It was like I knew exactly how to do the playbook, but it's like just figuring out like okay, I'm gonna call 10 businesses. Then also like niching down and figuring out like what businesses you're gonna call. Like having a like I was just like me, I was like a Google Sheets. Like I would literally would make a Google Sheets, and I was a Google Maps. Like I was on that junk, and I would have like a list of like 200 people, and I would just go
Right.
down there. I would have a note like, oh, left a message, left a message, or I would say called them, manager wasn't there, call
Right.
back on Monday, or okay, I booked a appointment with a dealership for next Monday at 10 o'clock, and I would just keep doing that. But I feel like once you get the ball rolling with it, it's like you almost like now I'm kind of to the point where it's like I don't. I want to get to a point where I have a set like a setter, but like
Right.
I'm now at the point where it's like I don't even have time to cold call. But
Right.
yeah, it's like super easy to do, like you were saying, but it's like super hard to execute every single
Right.
day. Cause like when you don't have someone that's like everyone, it's like everyone's quick to go up and go to
Yeah.
work. Like it's easy to go to work. Like
Right.
everyone's late to anything but their job at
Right.
9 a.m. So it's like, well, when you have that schedule to be like, okay, shoot, like I can go to the gym at 10 o'clock because
Right.
I don't have a job. I can go to I can make calls at 8 o'clock or probably like 12 because most places are open aren't getting into like that time. So it's like being able to like find a schedule. Yeah. So like, what do you feel like was your like action plan slash like daily, I guess, schedule when it came to it? Cause I know like for me, I feel like when it came to just getting stuff done, is like I'm like so all over the place. Like I'm always a to-do list. I'll have like if I have like a shoot, I'll have like, okay, I gotta shoot Monday, I gotta send out this by Tuesday, and I'll just like I'm a notes type of guy, and like just making sure like, cause if I see I have so much stuff to do and I don't like actually write it down, and like I'll get so overwhelmed where it's like I don't even want to do nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like with running a business, like you have 24 hours, but it's like those 24 hours go by so fast. So like, what do you think was like your action plan, or what you did to like, I guess, start scaling? I guess like compared to when you started versus like now, like what do you think the difference is? How you doing?
Yeah. So action plan then was I'm more of a to-do lister as well. I'm
Yeah.
not much of a time blocker, even though I think it'd be more efficient for me and save me a little bit more
Yeah,
time.
facts.
But just literally writing everything I needed to get done in order to achieve the goal. Well, the goal at the time was to get enough clients when I was first starting, get enough clients to quit my job.
Yeah.
So I had kind of like a set number in mind, and then
What was that number?
then it was like, all right, I have to make at least like 3K a month,
Yeah.
like 2,500 to 3K a month,
Yeah.
and however many clients that takes. I didn't have like any pricing structure set up at the time or anything. I was
Facts.
just like, I just have to
Yeah,
cold call
facts.
people, and I have to start getting money in the door.
Yeah,
So it
facts.
was like, all right, so I just cold calling every day, or going into brokerages, or even like going into events, networking with people until I could at least get to that goal. And there was no time frame really set. So I think that was like the big thing of like, I can get this done like in the next week, or I'm going to drag this out over the next month. And it's like,
Facts.
I'm not going to do that because I want this to happen quickly, just like everybody else.
Facts.
We want everything to happen, you know,
Like the instant gratification.
instant
Yeah.
gratification thing. So yeah, dude, I think that helped a lot of just kind of like setting up like a mini stepping stone of, hey, I have to get here to even like take this thing full time.
Yeah.
And that's such like, and I had just moved like to Florida, like especially being uncomfortable on top of another layer of being
Yeah.
uncomfortable just makes for like a different person, like in a way. It sounds
It's like
corny
you
and
have to,
cliche,
you
but
have
it's
to
like
do
it's
it.
true in a way of like you have to like be uncomfortable throughout the whole period, and you probably will be, but have to like get used to that. And there's like some really cool things that come out of that as well.
Nah, for sure. Because when I moved down here too, I was like, I always thought like, it's weird because when I first moved down here, I was like I would look at people back home and I would see them like, oh, having fun and doing
Right.
this and doing that, and like everyone was hanging out, and like it was like summer. I moved down here in summer, and like I was like, dang, like I'm in Tampa, I don't have no friends, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like I was supposed to go to UT, play basketball, and I was like freaking I'm gonna drop out and I'm gonna just go and like go all in on just something with the camera. And it's like it's funny now, like I told myself then is like you have to like tell yourself like some people might look at you and be like, dang, like Ethan lives in Panama City or Sean lives in Tampa, and like I wish I was in Tampa right now. So it's like it's really just I realized like it was like the perspective of it. Like me, I'm like everything is my like I can control like I can always control the things I could do. Like I can control my perspective. I can control how much output I do. I can control like okay, I like when I first started, I was like, what are the things I can control? I can't control if someone says yes to a deal. I can't control if someone like wants my videos or not, but I can make better videos. I can call people. I can make sure my website's professional. I can post my like I know like that's like kind of where we're different. Like me, like I want to grow my personal so that way it can grow my business. Like you're more of like just go like go
Right.
go, and I feel like that's like also like super good because like what I liked is like I liked like the Cam side of it where
Right.
he was the person and the agency was the agency. Like, I want to be like the person, then I have my agency, but it's just like I just I just feel like when I started is like I just wanted to be able to just do the things I control. But like I'm also like I get in dips sometimes, like where it's like it's hard for me to like like I don't know, like I feel like when I first started I was just like it was like I'm trying to stay more like steady
Yeah.
instead of like dipping, like making like higher lows at the end, like
Yeah, that honestly happened to me a lot in the beginning of kind of starting things was I would have days like I would like really hit it hard and like just nonstop fulfillment, managing clients through shoots and then going to shoots and then editing, uploading stuff, and then I would have like a couple of days where I just wouldn't be doing nothing or I wouldn't have anything inbound coming
exactly.
or I just wouldn't have any projects to deliver. And the best thing that's happened for me for that is getting to a point where you're so busy that you don't even have the opportunity for those lows to creep in.
Exactly.
But you got to be careful with that as well because I'm kind of in the position right now of where I'm overloaded. Like you've
Yeah.
even seen a little
Yeah.
bit just over the
Exactly.
past couple of days. Like I've gotten to a point where it's like it's too much business. It sounds funny to say, but it's actually a true thing. Like you can accidentally kind of overload the system you built up,
Yeah.
and if you don't have all the system and processes in place, it breaks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
Exactly.
like where I'm at. And I mean, everybody gets there, I feel like, and it's just a part of like you can't stop now. You just gotta keep growing the team, and yeah.
It's just
But
like it's all part of like the process because like I'm not where I want to be. I don't like I feel like are you
nah. Dude, I
you're
want a big team.
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
want a big
saying.
team. I want a dope team. I mean, monetarily value, like that's cool and all. I'm not a big like goal setter when it comes to like money wise, I guess. Like
Yeah.
sure, like everybody wants the six or, seven figure business,
Yeah,
of
for
course,
sure.
but I'm more of like I just want to grow like a great team, surround myself with great
Good
people,
people.
like-minded
Nah, for
people,
sure.
and then just like provide the best possible value to clients.
Nah, for sure. Cause that's kind of like me too as well. It's like on the content side of it, like I want to like inspire like other people. Cause I know like just how like we looked up to like the people on YouTube is like there's people like probably back home or back like friends that like look at your stuff and they're like, dang, like he's making it happen. So I feel like that's like the biggest impact when it comes to like the business side of things is like, oh shoot, like we have an opportunity to like do something and like this opportunity is something that like we can really start to capitalize on. Let's hop into kind of like why you think realtors need content.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like I don't think it's just realtors in this day and age. I mean, you can see what we're doing. We're sitting here filming content,
Yeah, nah, for sure.
and I mean, it's your new resume, it's your new billboard, it's your current, just everything as far as marketing goes. Like social media and content is like should be the number one goalpost for like realtors or like everybody else in business who's trying to grow. Like social media is like the biggest way and the most like opportunistic, I guess, right now in this day and age as
Nah,
far as
for
like
sure.
growing your business. Like I know you've grown your business from social media. I've grown my business from social
Yeah,
media, and it's just like realtors out of all people definitely need
yeah.
media because I mean I've seen so many people just around in this area get and close like $1 million of deals just from like social
Posting
media
content for sure.
and people say all the time, well, yeah, my client's probably not on social media. I can promise you, like, their little nephew or like their wife or husband, somebody's
Someone's
on social
watching.
media and gonna
Yeah.
show them, or something like that.
For sure. I always tell people, I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter like what you do. Like if you post content or post videos about it, you'll make more money.
Yeah.
Like literally you can do anything. Like there's people that drive trucks that be on YouTube live all day that make more money.
Yeah,
There's
I'm telling real estate agents, like, you don't even have to hire me. I encourage you to please just start posting content,
for sure.
like simple templated stuff from Instagram.
For
Just
sure.
please pick up the phone and start talking to the camera.
Exactly.
And like, because that's how people get to know you, like, through the day and age that we're in now. Obviously, I mean, people will be out and about,
Yeah,
but majority of
exactly.
people are sitting there on their phones all day. So it's like, you have to just get over that and just start posting.
Because people don't really understand the reach. Like I'm like just now starting to understand because like I'm posting content, but it's like imagine if there was no social media, like how many people do you genuinely go and talk to throughout the day? Like probably maybe if on a good day you might talk to 10 people a day. So if you're talking to 10 people every day in a year, that's what 3,000 people, maybe around 3,000. Imagine if you posted 3 videos a day and how many thousands of people will watch your content. So it's like if you're not posting content right now,
And it's free.
yeah, and it's free.
It's free.
Like it's free advertisement. It doesn't take any like okay, yes, it might take time. Yes, it might, if you want to post high quality videos, like yes, you're gonna have to pay for it, but it's like you have to like if you're not posting content, I feel like you're just missing out on an opportunity. It's like trying to make money online. It's like why would you not want to create content that is
Right.
like guaranteed, not guaranteed, but like pretty much if you're consistent enough and you have some type of personality, you have a guaranteed opportunity to go out and make more money. And it's like I see that now because like when I wasn't consistent, it was like okay, I was getting non-consistent results. It's like the same thing as like when you don't go to the gym. It's like if you don't go to the gym every 3 times, 4 times a week, it's like you're not gonna see results. So it's like the same thing with the content. It's like if you're not consistent, you're not gonna get basically any like results through it all.
No, that is very true. Because I mean, I'll see some agents like specifically start content and maybe get a little inspiration or something from an event, and then you don't see anything for a couple of months, and then that's like defeats the purpose of like even starting. Like, consistency is the biggest thing with social media, and just constantly posting. Because what's the statistic? It's like someone has to see like you 4 or 5 times or your ad 4 or 5 times before they even buy it or think about buying it or something like
For real.
that. So just like having your presence online and constantly like just subconsciously showing up in people's
Exactly.
feed and
To where
just yeah.
they're like you're like basically in their mind. It's kind of like that movie with like Will Smith, and it's like they're doing the gambling with
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
like
know what you're talking
with the
about.
Asian dude,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're like pick a number, and like all
Right.
throughout the
And
day
they're
like
putting all
yeah,
things
they're
to
putting
it.
like different numbers. They're showing the dude's face,
Yeah.
and like subconsciously like these people like the dude was like he picked that number because like subconsciously like he was seeing all the
Right.
signs.
All day, yeah.
Yeah. So how would you like twist that to like go out and like sell to someone? Like why they like how would you pitch that? Like, oh like
So like to a real estate
yeah,
agent
to really
specifically,
yeah.
I would go. I would first kind of ask what their goals are, because
Yeah.
nobody
That's
like
the best
you
the
got
pain
you got to
points.
ask
Yeah.
first, because the thing is like it's best to work with agents that want to do content
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Like, sure, you can like tell people and preach to people all day to do content, but if they really don't like, if they can't see the value in it, or if you can't like make them see the value in it or display that in any type of way, then they're not really going to stick with it, whether they pay for videos or not. Sure, but I mean, are they going to keep posting content on their own? And yeah, dude, it would just be, what was the question again? I got lost.
Like how would you like how do you pitch that like to a realtor? Like for me, I was kind of like telling you like how I was talking to my cousin the other day, and it's kind of something like I'm gonna start like incorporating, like kind of like how you used to say like oh like hey look, you go out and pay like $50 or $100 for one lead on Zillow, but you can make a video with me and it might get it might go viral or it might get 2,000 views. But if you think about those 2,000 views, it can be broken down into 50 open houses, then that can convert to 10 people interested in Dubai, and that can convert into a sale. And now you have enough, money for a whole month's worth of content. Then also, like you were saying back with the goals, is like, hey, look, what are your goals? Oh, your goals are to sell $3 million worth of homes, or $10 million, $20 million, whatever that goal is. So okay, that's your goal, and now like let's break it down to what are other realtors doing that are at that goal. Okay,
Right.
they're posting 3 times a day. They're posting 5 times on their stories. They're hiring professional videographers. They're making content on their own. They're cold calling.
I got
they're
a good
doing,
one. Like it, almost like it should be scary a little bit, but like the agents who aren't making content right now are gonna get left behind. Like that's the simple fact of it. And like I'm not knocking on like veterans in the game. Like they
Yeah.
already got an established business.
Yeah.
Like I'm not knocking anybody at all, but I'm just saying like for new and upcoming realtors, especially, like content is like the way going forward from at least what I can see,
For
and I'm
sure.
sure everyone else can see. And that should alone be like a motivating factor, even as if it's outside of my business, like I said earlier, and like just encouraging someone to make content independently. And I would just think about saying something along those lines of, content is the new wave. I can show you, I can tell you all day long, but I encourage you to at least give it a try and see, what it can do for your business. And just show them as well, like there's the other side of that, of being intentional with content. And I love talking about being intentional with content with agents, because there's agents with videos I've done that maybe got like 400 or 500 views, but they've had people like fly in, they've had people come from out of state, or they've closed deals from those videos from like a mini chat automation.
For sure.
And like
the mini chat.
literally, it's like you don't need 1 million views, you just need like the right people to see your video.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I feel like when it comes like to like that, it's like why not? Like why would you not want to go
At least post for free. Like
Yeah,
if you don't
exactly.
hire me, like why would you not at least try something that's like has a good percentage chance
It's like
of
proven.
getting you
It's proven though.
new money? It's
Yeah.
like new deals and like money coming in. Like it's a free lottery ticket that you can reuse over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like just endlessly.
For sure. And what do you think was like your best way to kind of get clients?
Mine was cold calling, honestly. I did
What was your cold call pitch?
it was very simple, like no hard sell at all. And from a mentor of mine, actually, like I did a course with, they were always preaching, you want to get people on a call first. Like you're doing the cold call to get somebody on a
Did
call.
you do free shoots?
Yeah, free shoots was a big one.
Yeah.
But for the first, like, okay, so we'll start at the beginning. So for the first, like, before I didn't have any clients, it was call them, you're like free shoot. It would go like, hey, my name's Ethan Hamilton. I would be really honest. I just moved to the area. I'm starting a real estate media company. I'm just trying to get to know people in the area. I'd love to come and, do you a free shoot. And then I would just pause right there I would just pause, and let them answer first. And they would usually either ask like, who's this? Or like, that sounds really interesting. Or like, yeah, actually that's funny enough, I have an upcoming listing.
Yeah.
And just something really soft like that. And then once I got a little bit more established, it was something along the lines of still, hey, my name's Ethan Hamilton. I'm run a media company right here in Panama City Beach. I saw you have a new listing at 123 Main Street. I'd love to come and shoot you a video for it, and then to actually get somebody on a meeting, like if we wanted to do like because sometimes like the calls would go to a point to where like they want some like custom packaging, or they want some media for everybody with their team, and then that would lead into a meeting. But I guess I'm circling back to once I got a little bit more established, the cold call would be mainly to set up a meeting to discuss what their current media looks like, who they're currently using, if they're using anybody, and kind of just go from there. Show them what we can do, show them what we can offer. I love like just actually having a genuine conversation. It wasn't like any script like that I had like really built out. I just kind of had like framework, like introduce myself, and sometimes like it worked a lot of like, hey, my name's Ethan Hamilton. I'm just calling from Madhouse Media. We're just a local real estate media company. And then I would shut up there,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, okay, and like it would be awkward at
Yeah.
first, but like it just like
It makes them
it
like,
makes them ask you a
yeah,
question of like, oh,
exactly.
what do you do? And
Yeah.
like it's kind of a weird, I don't know if it's a
Like
weird
tactic.
psychology thing or
Yeah.
whatever, but I would always pause between there. But long-winded to say, it was just a simple of just being genuine and having a genuine interest in their business and who they
Yeah.
are, and
Yeah,
just trying to get to know them
my
better.
script was like pretty much the same. I would be like, for like the dealership, like, cause I started with dealerships. Then I would just be like, hey, it's Sean. Hey, it's Sean with Rank Media. I was calling to see if you guys would be interested in a free shoot. And like literally like something super simple. Then like I remember you taught me like about the Zillow thing. Then I would go on Zillow and I would just go like, you can search based on like the property. You could do like the like hasn't sold in like 90 days, 3 months, a year, whatever. So I'll go on Zillow and I'll literally just look up like the best looking houses just so I can get like good, at least good quality real estate videos.
Right.
Then like I would call them like, hey, Mike, it's Sean. I saw that you had a listing that's been sitting for the last 90 days. I was calling to see if you would like for me to come by and shoot like a free video for that house. Yeah, sure. It's been sitting for super long, whatever. And like I feel like that kind of worked. Then once I started to like post real estate content, it's like I feel like all realtors and people in the real estate space like kind of know each other. And it's
Yeah.
like then you start to like just start building on that. But I know you also like do like some events and stuff too.
Yeah.
When you go to events, do you be like trying to network or?
Events are really huge when it comes to real estate because, like you had just mentioned, like everything in real estate is like heavily relationship based. And once you're kind of like in the network of real estate agents, like everyone's like, they're sort of like competition, I guess you could say, but a lot of them don't look at it that way. A lot of them look as like, a relationship, a business relationship in a way of like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your
Yeah,
back. And that's like what I've learned from the whole real estate community in this area, at least. And then going to events, especially just like we were saying earlier, just seeing your face, seeing your logo, seeing your branding, and then going to the events, running giveaways for people, running, a free video giveaway, doing, headshots at an event for the people who are putting it on,
yeah,
or doing a content day with the people who are putting on the event. And then just by being there, you get questions asked from other agents if you're usually going to be at a real estate event, and a lot of agents are going to be there, so they're just going to genuinely come up to you and ask, so do you do listing photos too? Do you do listing
facts,
videos? And that's just
facts.
such a good parlay
It's
into
like that's like the best one because
it,
that's like the
literally.
hot lead. That's
Yeah.
like the
And then you get their business card and you
yeah,
can follow up with them, and
yeah,
it's already like a really warm lead of like,
exactly,
hey, we met in person, like, I'm a real person, I'm
exactly,
really running a business.
yeah,
And that's just such a
and
big
like
thing. In
credibility
person is
too.
so huge, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And how did you go from like free to pay work? Because like I did the same thing, and like I feel like one thing that like I would do was like say I would go and shoot like a free shoot, like I would do like a loom video. So I would like create like a loom video, and it would just be like me sitting there, and it would be like super simple, like 30 seconds. Like I would like come up with like some like little script, like hey, I appreciate having me come out and shoot this free real estate video. Let's hop on a quick 15-minute call, and I can kind of talk to you more about how I can take this cool video and turn it into like a full-blown strategy to help you, land more clients and like something like that. So just to show them like, look, this is like this guy's going the extra like mile to like sit there. He filmed a free video for me. He called me. Now he's making me a Loom video to hop on a call. It's like I want. Like you kind of like, I feel like for me, it's like when I'm like posting, when I'm giving them the whole client experience, so like from like the start to the end, like I kind of want them to feel like, wait, I need this for my business, because we're the creative. So like from like I know like you were talking about like the proposals and like the videos and like giving them good content and like being professional. It's like you want them to like see like your work and be like, oh shoot, like why am I not doing
Right.
this? Like why, like I need this for like myself.
I
So
think
like
the free to pay thing comes like a little bit natural. At least it did for me, of like, it all starts with, like you said, a little bit over delivering to the point where on the over delivering on the first shoot and like that first experience, because that just so important. Like you're making a first impression on someone
Yeah.
as like a company. So I think just absolutely like knocking that out of the park.
Facts.
First thing you have to do, you have to be over communicative, you have to over deliver, and you just got to really knock it out of the park. And then from there, if you do all those things, it's usually okay. This all looks amazing. You did fantastic job. I'm definitely going to give you a call on, when I have my next listing coming
Exactly.
up, and we're going to do photos, we're going to do video, and then I'll send over like my packages. Or sometimes they'll even be like, this was great, like, do you also do videos or something like that?
Yeah.
And then it naturally parlays into like a meeting going
Yeah.
over like branded content. So I honestly think if you can nail like a great first impression, then that naturally kind of leads into paid work. I don't know
sure.
if that's like the best answer to give for everybody,
And
but that's kind of what worked for me, honestly.
yeah. And do you like after you shot the free video, was it like one-off shoots or like were they like pretty consistent? 'Cause I know with realtors, it's like okay, most of the time, like if they have a listing, like okay, they're gonna hit up you. But like, how do you do like, how would you try to like? Because I know one-off shoots are cool, but like it's all about retainers. Like you want
Yeah, so I just recently started playing around with like retainers on branded content for agents. But if you're so the thing is, like, most of the time you want to be working with high producers, and high producing meaning is like
top agents.
top agents in the area that have a bunch of listings that they constantly are needing photos and videos and like full service media for. And I think if you find those clients, they'll consistently be reaching out with new listings. And then also getting into the brokerage of like, ideal person is like a team lead, and then getting into the brokerage with the rest of their team members, and that usually keeps you really busy. So I think a big part of that is just finding the right client, because sometimes the real estate agents, like the ones who may just be getting started or going a little bit slow this year, like they don't even have like
Capital.
that marketing budget to spend with you, or don't have the enough listings flowing in for even things to make sense. And you really do need to figure that out sooner than later with agents, because you don't want to be wasting their time.
Facts.
And they don't want to be wasting their time. So
Facts. And now that like you got the clients, you scaled, you went into like trying to pitch the retainers, you're getting people, like what do you feel like is like the next step to going from like, okay, I'm making like a little smooth 5K or whatever, you're getting pretty like you're kind of out of the cold call free shoot stage.
Right.
You're like getting into like, okay, I'm actually like I'm doing something now. Like what do you think is like, okay, how do we take this like this a little bit of sauce that we got to like now let's like
I think it starts with delegation, honestly. Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
I think like you get to a point like 5K is like still really manageable with like everything, all the shoots and fulfillment on your own. Like you can do it yourself. I think unless you're doing like really like low ticket and just like high volume, then that's a different story. But my thing when I got to around that area was delegation, and that means like hiring editors, and main thing honestly was editors for around like that 5K mark of like I was fine with I was fine with fulfillment and like shooting and all that, and then bring on like 2 video editors and like a photo editor, and then that frees up a lot of my time when I was there. But honestly the biggest thing was delegation for me. That way it could free up more of my time to scale the business, I would say. Honestly, delegation.
And what do you think is going to be the next thing?
The next thing, honestly, just system and processes is a big thing right now, for me at least. Just putting the right people in the right places, like building out an actual team, and then having systems that run on the back end of things to free up my time a lot. I think like the biggest thing to get caught up, like you'll see a lot with freelance videographers too, like they're always working like all the time, but like they may not be making like a whole bunch of money. And I think the biggest thing is like just trying to build out a team, delegation to get your time back. That's why you started the business in the first place. For most people anyways. And trying to get the time back to actually sell more, because that's like the highest
ultimate goal.
revenue
Yeah, that's
generating thing you can probably do in your business.
yeah,
And I think it's all just about getting your time back. Like that's where I'm at right now as well. Just trying to get time back and hire the right people as well.
for sure. Like the editor, bro. I used to hate editing.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. Like it's so many levels to that of like, man, I was spending so many, like I was spending like, people don't realize like these real estate videos take like
8
8 to 10
hours. That's what I'm
hours of
saying.
editing, like each
Exactly.
video. So it's a lot that goes into it that meets, that doesn't meet the eye or whatever. But I once I got editing off my plate, I was like, holy crap, I have
Yeah,
so much free time now
exactly.
of
It feels
like,
so good to just go to
and
a
it
shoot
feels
and
so
send
much
off the
better, like
work,
too, like,
and you wake up the next morning, it's just in your
yeah, dude,
Dropbox.
it's like so refreshing of just like that. It's such a good feeling when you hire someone that's really good and then like you just kind of hand it off to them, they bring it back, and then you may go through some revisions, but for the most part, it's done. And then that's like, I don't even know how many hours out of the week gone. Like if I didn't have editors, I would definitely wouldn't be able to be where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's such a huge thing. It's such a weight off your chest too.
No, for sure. I feel like for me, it's like I have an editor now. I want to get to a point where I have another shooter. I don't think I'm at that point where I need it quite yet. But then I think the next thing is like getting a setter. Like I want someone to just be on that phone. Then like
Yeah,
if I could have like consistently like having like meetings booked, like my like 10 to 12 slot is like
yeah,
kind of booked out Monday through Friday, like 2 meetings a day, and I'm closing like a 3 to 5 a week ratio. Is like then that's when you're really like
yeah.
printing, then like having someone else to like manage, like kind of just being a second you, teaching them the
Right.
ropes to
I feel like that's such a good place to be in. It's a
yeah,
place I think we all want to be
yeah,
in,
nah, for
but
sure,
easier said than done.
for sure. But I think it's like so that's like I feel like it's like another like 3 to 6 months. Cause like if you think about like where you were 3 to 6 months ago to like now, I feel like what the thing I like about the content is like it's like a snowball.
Yeah.
It's like every piece of content you that puts out, it's like it's more eyes, it's more portfolio, it's more people seeing it, it's more realtors seeing you on every realtor in the area.
Right.
So it's like a snowball. That's like the same thing with my content. It's like every piece of content I put out, it's like more just it's basically it's just like you're building like that like a house like almost
Right.
like you're building your empire. So like everything is like compounding and like everything is content. Like now like obviously you post your real estate stuff, but like every time you post a piece of real estate content, it's like you might get people in like across the world that want to
Yeah.
shoot a video. So I just feel like with this is like you could see the growth just snowballing
Yeah,
every.
guys, collab with your
Oh yeah,
agents.
nah, for sure.
Please collab with your agents on the videos. Like that's such a big credibility thing with just other agents in the area. And honestly, it helps push their profiles too as well. Like if your business page has like 1,000 followers and they only have 200, it's going to push it to more people that don't even follow them. So
Exactly.
it's a huge value thing
Then
for both parties.
exactly. It's kind of like I know like the four horsemen stuff. They like
Yeah.
kind of pitch that in their offer because they
Right.
have like 25K or
Right.
whatever of like their own followers that they've grown through like, and that's all like if you're following them like you're like you are something in real estate.
Right.
So it's like as you build like your own personal like page, like you can like kind of pitch that into your service.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
look,
use it as leverage because it really
exactly.
is like it's attention. So
Yeah.
like you can leverage that attention.
And like you even see it with like other pages like I know in Tampa they have like Real Tampa, which is like
Yeah.
the Instagram that talks about Tampa, and they literally have people pay them like per month to
Yeah.
just get featured. Like when they post their videos, they'll collab with them. So it's like
Right.
there's like a untapped kind of market for that too, especially like as you grow. It's just like basically easy way for like both of y'all. I tell them like, look,
Yeah.
like let's collab. Like
Yeah.
we have all my followers, all of your followers are gonna see
And
it.
it's such a big thing too because you got to think the agents that you're collabing with most of the time, like all their followers are other agents probably in the area, and it's like, oh, this guy's working with this agent, and she's like really uh, reputable and like just overall top of the line agent, and she's working or he's working with him, then it's like,
It's just
okay,
easy
then
sauce.
I can like almost kind of trust that person already, because you know that her or him that's collabing with your business wouldn't do it unless you know they thought you're trustworthy. So that's just another added layer of value there.
Yeah. What do you think about personal branding? You gonna get into it?
I need to, dude. I know you've been hitting me with it a lot since you've been here, and I know I need to get more into personal branding, and honestly just start posting stuff. I want to really start posting more value driven stuff for like real estate agents and like real estate media
Yeah.
companies, like even doing more stuff like this of like just trying to encourage people to post more, and then also help with dropping some
Gems.
game or
Yeah.
whatever it may be for real estate media agency owners. And yeah, dude, I know it's one of the things I know I need to do and just
Yeah.
haven't done. And it's a lame excuse, but it's just I've been so busy with
Yeah.
business and trying to grow a team. It's like I can't even think about it. I'm trying to post other people's content at the
Yeah.
moment.
Nah, for sure. That's like, bro, I get so caught up with like posting my own content, trying to post other people's. But like, I know that I'm gonna use it as leverage. Like, look, hey,
Yeah.
I grew my page 10K in the last year. Like, I know it's possible. Let me come in. Let me build the strategies out. And like, that's another thing. Like, I want to start doing. Like I was telling you before, is like, bro, like coaching. Not like in generally. Like, obviously, like this is like cool. I want to coach with that too. But like, that's just another thing that we can use, because like we are the authorities in the space. It's like, hey, like, look, your budget is like it's gonna cost you 5K a month to work with me, but like what your budget, you told me your budget is 2,500. Okay, cool. Look, we're gonna give you a little budget setup. I'm gonna teach you the scripts. We're gonna film one high quality video, and I'm gonna basically give you the whole playbook, and like we're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like building your personal brand is just like a whole nother level of trust
It
into you,
is.
because it's like, bro, I feel like now it's like I have like my TikTok. Meanwhile, I have 300 followers almost on my TikTok and my Instagram. And my Instagram, like since I've been here, has went up like 200 followers. So it's not like I have a crazy following, but I see that it's like, bro, I've had 200 followers, and I have people going from my TikTok to my Instagram to my website to my email to booking a call.
Right.
It's like, if you make it
It's
through,
being so like yours is like, sure, they're like people may be thinking like, oh, that's not a lot of followers at all. Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about, dude? But it's like you're being so specific and intentional with that content that's like majority of the time like 80% like qualified leads already
exactly,
of like the people who you want,
for
rather than
sure.
trying to make some viral content with like a million views and only having like the same amount of like
Exactly,
engagement
yeah,
as if you were just to make the
for
intentional
sure,
content.
for sure. So I feel like, bro, like I'm gonna like kind of twist that into my pitch too as well. Like once I, continue to keep growing, continue to keep pushing out content. But like it's like I was always the person who's like, when I see it could be done, like I know that it's like, all right, like I can do it. So
Right.
like now that I'm finally seeing results, cause I've been doing like I've been doing my content. I've also kind of switched it up like 3 times. I went from like the lifestyle, I started in sports, lifestyle, freaking posting about like the regular, just like gym, like posting a little bit of everything. So now I'm like just trying to like really like double down on what I'm doing currently, and just like niching down. So like, what do you think is basically like, what do you think is the your last, not your last statement, but like what is like the most important thing you think about starting an agency, getting started, what to do, where to do it? Like,
Yeah, I
if you were
mean,
starting and you were telling yourself like, look, Ethan, like if you don't do this, I'm gonna smack you.
yeah,
Like what would you tell them?
no, definitely. So it first off, it's corny and cliche, but you just have to start. Like that means getting out a pen and pad, like an actual notebook, sitting down at your desk or somewhere where you go to a co-working space, somewhere where you can kind of isolate and zone in on one certain thing, and then go and just like learn as much as you can. Step one is just to learn the business, learn how it works, learn how it operates, binge watch YouTube videos. Don't just sit there with the YouTube video while you're scrolling social media. Like actually pay attention, take notes, and from there just start putting in action as far as like building out a game plan of, what's your goals, what are you looking to do, like how many clients are you looking to close in the next 2 months, what is your revenue goal looks like for like the next 2 or 3 months, and then putting in the action item steps of like, okay, how am I going to get there, and what do I need to do to achieve that. And then eventually I would highly recommend, well, once you get all the goals and the action items, please start those as soon as possible and don't stop until you get to your
Facts.
goal, and constantly be raising your goal and changing, what those action items look like, because they will update over time as your
Facts.
goals change. And then honestly, I would recommend getting into some type of mentorship. It doesn't have to be like no $10,000 course or anything like that, but just some type of mentorship or some type of like cohort of like-minded people who are doing real estate media and that I've already done what you're looking to do, and learning from them. And I started to do that like early on, and that was such a big stepping stone for me, because you have access to people who have already done what you're looking to do and already way past that and really not knowledgeable in this space. So wrapping all that up, honestly, just start. The best day was yesterday, as everybody says.
Facts.
So just start and put in the work, and just never stop learning, honestly.
Nah, for sure. So I feel like, bro, it's definitely just starting, bro. Cause like, I feel like after everything that I've learned on like watching content, like the most I've learned was like going out and doing it. Like obviously it helps to learn like, oh, like I should go here instead of like if I would have known when I first started, like, oh, I should just niche down, like that's very good information. If I would have known like, oh, this is what I should say, but going out and actually like doing it, then that's when you start to like really learn your little like spiel. You really get to get comfortable. You really start to learn how to talk to clients. You really learn how to start a LLC, how to manage your money, how to do all the things that like aren't kind of told, but like are just stuff that you learn by taking action. So I feel like taking action is like
That
the,
is like the biggest learning thing, I think, as well. It's just like once you do all the necessary steps and you start actually putting in action, you'll learn so much more through that. You're like,
exactly,
oh, I did that right. Let's push forward. Oh, I did that wrong. Let's rethink it, and then continue going forward. So I
for
think
sure,
that's so much learning to
for
be found
sure,
in that.
for sure. And what do you like? What do you think your goals are for like the next, let's say next year and next like 5?
Honestly, dude, just build like a sick team. Honestly,
Yeah,
like just build a dope team of like videographers, um, and just front-facing team, of course, but also like a backing team. And a lot of it is I want to get a little bit of time back, because I mean, obviously, I know in the beginning stages it's like you just have to put in all the hours, and like it's a grind
yeah,
starting off. But I do want to get it over the next year or so to a place where I can kind of be at that spot you were saying, where I'm a little bit more like hands off. Obviously, I still care about
exactly,
the business and clients and all that, but to a point where I'm doing a little bit like higher leverage things in
for
the
sure,
business rather than day-to-day operations.
for sure,
Um, but yeah, dude, that's my goal. I don't really have too many like monetarily goals, obviously, but I think that comes in parallel with just building great people and surrounding yourself with the great people and want to do well by your clients.
nah, for sure. I feel like for me personally, but like yeah, I feel like for me personally, I want to get my business to a point where it sounds like cliche, but like get my business to a point where it's like kind of, I always say like it outlives me, but like also just impacting. So like my personal brand, that's where really what I want my bread and butter to be, but like my business is like the driver of it. So having something to kind of keep me I guess make the money, because like you said, like I'm pretty sure you want to get more into like the cinematography, like the actual like creativity side of it, but I just want to just impact others, and if I can impact people and help them and kind of give out little nuggets and be a good person to work with. I create cool content, and I'm just basically just impacting and helping people, grow online. I feel like, bro, like I'm winning.
Yeah.
'Cause like, bro, as long as you're doing good business and like you're a good person and like, bro, you're gonna get all the blessings you deserve. It just, takes time. And like for me, it's like obviously like, yeah, like I would love to be making, 100K a month right now, or I would love to be, doing like, on a trip once a month. But I feel like at the same time, it's like you always are right where you need to be. So
Right.
like
It's also different stages of business as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
And I feel like that's obtainable. It's difficult in the beginning phases.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I know like I'll get there when I need to. It's just like me, I don't like to set time goals. So I feel like if I like set like okay, in 3 years if I'm not making this, like what am I doing? But it might be on 3 years and 10 days that I hit it. So like
Right.
being able to just know where you want to be and working toward, like for me, I have it like I have a vision. Like I have my dream day. I have that in my mind, and it's like I know what that looks like, and I know that's where I'm trying to head. Then once I get there, then I'll make my next one. But right now, I feel like in the next 5 years is really not the next 5 years. It's just whenever I get to that point, then just growing from there. But yeah, I do want to run up the business to where I got the team, where I got some editors, where I got cold callers, where I'm running the course. Like,
Right.
I do want to have it all going, but it's really just when it's God's time, and at the end of the day,
Right.
so being able to
One step at a time.
yeah, just kind of being able to control the things I control. Like I said before, it's like I can control working hard, I control getting up, I can control going to the gym at 10 o'clock, I control making good content, I control getting better just every single day. So like focusing on that, I know that everything else will kind of pay off as long as you're controlling the things you control. But yeah, so I think that's it, man. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Last little tip, last little thing
Yeah.
before we hop off.
A lot of people are probably gonna watch. Well, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say a lot of the people watching this, but like, I know when I watch videos like this, like, it pumped me up so much. Like, it feels so good to hear like everything that saying like, oh, this is like what I should be doing and all that. And then I close the video and then nothing happens. So I would really, really suggest just writing down one thing to start with, whether that's going to your first open house or go into your first event, or just even starting to learn about the space in general. I would just highly encourage some type of action to be done, and if that makes you like a little pit in your stomach, then that's a good thing, and you should continue pressing forward despite if if you're nervous or if you don't feel like it's right or something like that. Just please start and start taking action. It's the
For
biggest
sure.
thing.
For sure. And the last thing I would say is like kind of on the other end of that is like if you take a nugget, like listen to it in a whole, but take little bits and pieces, because what works for me might not work for Ethan. What works for Ethan might not work for me. It all comes down to what works for you. If you're a schedule person, stick to your schedule. If you're a sticky note person, stick to the sticky note. So it's like the one thing that's gonna work, and like you always say, is the one thing you're gonna do. So figure out what you're gonna do, stick to it, and just work your butt off, and I swear like everything will pay off. Because like I said, like where I am now, 3 years ago I would look at myself like so proud, but it all took like the little action. It's like taking what I had in my brain and it's like actually doing it. So take that thing in your brain, go out and actually start making action on those things, and I swear it might not be as pretty, it might not be as easy, it might be a little bit hard, but I swear over time it gets easier and easier, and it just it's like you got to choose your heart at the end of the day. We were talking about that like
Yep.
yesterday. It's like you want to either pay for the price of success or deal with the bill of regret. So like what are you gonna do? It's like it's just as hard to be broke or just as hard to be rich. Like which side of the coin do you want to be on? So just make that decision, make the change in your brain, change your words, change your actions, and I swear like people will start to look at you like it might start funny at first, but people will eventually start to look at you like, dang, like this dude's really doing what he wants to do. And I feel like at the end of the day, if this is what you want to do, I feel like, bro, it's like, especially in nowadays world, like I'm a dropout. I went to college for a year. You didn't go to school, so it's like, bro, it's definitely doable. And I mean, that's really all I gotta say. I mean, I appreciate you guys watching the vid. Big shout out to Ethan for hopping on. First guy on the little pod.
go.
I'm trying to get more young entrepreneurs. I got to get my group up. But yeah, I definitely gonna come back out here and definitely get some more content. I really appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all go tap in with Madhouse Media and we're gonna run it up.
Bet.
We gotta get a little thumbnail.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. You want to get like in the middle here?
Okay. We gotta hit a little LARP photo.
A little LARP. Should we do a little smile? Got it.
Wait, should we do one like these?
Yeah,
a little chill.
Vibe. Let's get it.